Hello there, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to episode 2, but of course, season 1 here at Newport County. Today we have got our game against Eastleigh, and we have also got the game against Barnet in the FA Trophy third round. So instead of skipping a few games or skipping at least the next game, I thought I'd bring it straight back. It's obviously fresh, we're brand new into the club. Let's see a few games first before we start skipping. Just having a look at their form, they have been absolutely dismal at times, haven't they? To be fair, they were unbeaten in 6, then lost 2, and there's just a lot of draws. Look at the amount of draws that they've had already. They've already had 7 draws this season, and realistically, if they made them draws pay off and they were wins, they would be a lot higher up in the league. But then again, we wouldn't have had the opportunity to come here, so I guess it's a good thing that they drew them games overall. We haven't made any additions to the squad or sold anyone as yet. We have been scouting and fully scouting a few extra players just to have a look. I've put George Broadbent onto the transfer list just because that £2,000 a week, realistically, we can either A, get a much better player on £2,000 a week than what he is, that will really come in and start for us in a first team position, and again, not a loanee, or of course, we maybe be able to get 2 or 3 get players that will give us a little bit more depth in some positions that we need. We've also put some players onto the loan list and listed some other players for transfer as well. But other than that, not much has changed in terms of the actual club. We have realistically only been here for a week. Without further ado, let's get the intro rolling and let's get the league's action underway this afternoon. We really should take Collins off, shouldn't we? Because he's got another injury, he's not fit. Realistically, the squad is absolutely falling apart in some positions. We haven't really got anyone to rely on. Our other good right winger is also injured, or not fit at least. What I think we might do is let's move him into the right attacking midfielder, and we'll put Scott Bennett on at right back, just because that puts a little bit more fresh legs into the squad. We haven't really then got anyone struggling with fitness. We have got a few on the bench that are struggling with fitness, but there's not really much more we can do here. We probably don't need all of them on the bench. Maybe let's take off Collins because he's actually picking up a light injury. Yeah, I think we're going to go with that for our actual league standing and the team sheet for this afternoon's game. Let's get into the boys. Let's give them the motivation that they need to bring the 3 points home and hopefully get back-to-back 3 points in our first 2 league games. So here we go. The team sheets are in. They've been rubber stamped. They've been submitted and they have been approved by the National League. Just one change really. Obviously we've brought on Scott Bennett at right back and moved Walters. To be fair, I think no, we didn't have Walters at right attacking midfield, did we, last episode? We had him at right back, so he's swapped and moved a little bit further up the pitch. Other than that, it's an unchanged lineup from the game against Havant. But let's go into the boys and see what we can do. We're going to pump our fists here. The media have been on our backs for ages now. This is your chance to go out there and stick it to them by proving them wrong. That's what we said in the last game, but we're going to say it again this one. It worked well last time. I think realistically, that's probably something we're going to say a few times to start with, because let's be honest, they have been massively underperforming in the league and the media probably have been on their backs. But that's something, if we can take advantage of that to motivate the boys to perform well, we of course are going to do it. 10 minutes played, no highlights as yet. We're just going to encourage the boys. I just really want to hit the ground running, get a few wins under our belt, create a good atmosphere, but let them buy into our formation and the way we want to play, and that really will then sort of filter out onto the pitch, and hopefully we can just keep climbing up the league. Obviously bear in mind one of our targets, or our main target, is to get into the playoff positions, and with this squad it's definitely possible. And if I can make a few additions, we're getting rid of a few players. Walters was in there, unfortunately he just couldn't get his shot away quick enough. Then I reckon we will do well if I can bring a couple of players in. But of course, to bring some players in, I need to sell some players and I need to get their wages off the books. The good thing here, which is different from Llangefni, is we can actually sell players for money. So not only are we going to free up the wage budget, we'll get a bit of transfer budget into the club, and we should then be able to transfer that over to wages as well and just look at what free agents are available at the moment. I'm not really interested in buying players for large sums of money at the moment. I want to get a good group and a good core group of players in, and there'll still be some good talented free agents out there waiting to be plucked out of oblivion for them to come play for us. But 25 minutes played, still no highlights really. We've only seen one chance sort of either side, but we're going to encourage the team again. 28 minutes played, and let's hope that we can start making this possession that we're absolutely dominating on 69% pay off into some actual clinical chances that we can take. 36 minutes played here. Highlight for them, but we step in and get rid of the danger straight away. Long ball up to Divide, but that's not really his style. He's not really a target man. He's more of a poacher with balls over the top for him to run onto. So we'll have to work on that in training. We don't really want them long balls just going straight to his chest. Walters into Bennett. Dimitrov. Definitely saying it wrong, but that's what it's going to stick as now. Divide. Tries to get his shot away. Gets blocked and goes out for the throw-in. Can we do anything from the throw-in here? Wait into Sinclair. Sinclair again back across into Walters. Oh, the header goes straight into the goalkeeper's hands, unfortunately for us. Long goal kick downfield. Butler deals with it well. Sinclair, a little bit of a loose ball there to Walters, but he manages to win back the possession. What can he do with it here? Gets a nice ball in, Vides there, but the header's just over the crossbar. The goalkeeper was flailing, but unfortunately just wasn't on target. 1 minute of additional time, so that should be it and should go into the half-time. Let's get the boys into the dressing room. Really, we've been absolutely dominating on the stats, and we really should be doing a lot better. So we're going to go with assertively. I'm really not happy with your performance out there. Let's see something different in the second half, shall we? Because, let's be honest, we've been absolutely all over them. We just haven't put the chances away. Not really the defence's fault, but all of the team need a little bit of a rocket just to play a little bit better in this second half, or at least make these chances pay off and the possession that we've got actually amount to shots on target and goals. We're going to change it more to a positive stance just so we can get further up on the pitch and more on the front foot. We're also going to encourage the boys again. 52 minutes played. Opposition have got the ball here. What are they going to do with it? Long ball over the top. Absolutely beats the defenders and smart as chipped the goalkeeper. What are we doing? Why is there so much space there? I haven't asked you to have such a high line. That's not how we're playing. I know we're on positive, but that doesn't mean we have such a high line up the pitch. That's not what we've trained for. What are we doing there? And the goalkeeper's been absolutely mugged off there by getting chipped as well. Diving far too early. We need a response, and we need a response quick. Divide into Isgrove. Walters, that's the response we wanted! Walters with his first goal for us as Newport County manager. I think he's going to be quite vital in the season moving forward. But lovely movement from Divide. Gets the ball into Isgrove. Has the wits about him to go past his man and cut that back. And Walters, the goalkeeper's not saving that, tucks that right into the corner, nestles in off the post and goes in. Back to 1-1. It's all square. Now, let's take this momentum and get further up the field and get the winning goal that we deserve from that first half performance and the way that we've bounced back so quickly. Isgrove. Out to Walters. Can he provide after scoring? Isgrove, straight into the goalkeeper's hands, unfortunately. McGavin's been injured. That's not what we want. That's really not what we want. We're going to bring on Broadbent. I think as well we might bring off Isgrove and bring on Walker. I know he's a little bit injured, but Isgrove's also starting to puff. So let's hope that that injury isn't very severe. Fingers crossed. And I fingers crossed at home that there isn't a big injury on the cards here. Broadbent, what is that pass? You're being paid £2,000 a week and you can't even make a simple pass. Haynes into Waite. Into Sinclair. Walker. Tried the little ball over the top, but unfortunately the defender reads it. Heads it back to the goalkeeper. Long ball over the top again. Butler deals with it well. Into Sinclair. Waite. Sinclair. Divide just holding up the ball nicely, bringing other players into play. Haynes. The fullback's gone all the way up the pitch. He's almost had a nosebleed. He was so high up. Unfortunately, he drags his shot completely wide of the target. Hence why you're playing as a right back rather than a more attacking player, I'm going to presume, Mr. Haynes. Bennett with the throw in, though, out to Walters. Also with the delivery, Isgrove can't really do anything with it. He's a little bit small, so headers ain't going to be his forte, let's be honest. Walters. All over the top into divide. Straight into the goalkeeper's hands. 68 minutes played. We're going to encourage the boys again. We're going to make another substitute. We're going to bring off Dmitriev or Dmitriov or Dmitrio, whichever one it is. I do apologise for absolutely butchering the pronunciation of his name. 80 minutes played here. Highlight for them, throw in. Hopefully we can just dispossess this ball, hit them on the counter-attack, ping that ball over the top for the striker to chase onto. Looks like they're just happy to play out for a draw, really. They're just sort of playing it around the back. What can we do here? Broadbent, to be fair to him, reads the danger well, comes back and covers nicely for the centre-backs. Walker, lovely ball for Divide. The goalkeeper doesn't come out, he's rooted to the spot. He was nervous. He didn't want to get absolutely clattered from Divide. He could see him running at him, and he was like, no thank you, I'm not risking an injury here. And look at this ball over the top. Divide just runs onto it. Goalkeeper's just absolute, that's poor. That is poor. If that was my goalkeeper, I'd be fuming. We're going to drop it back down to balance because we don't need to go so far up the pitch now. We're also going to praise the boys, and what we will do, we'll kill the tempo slightly, a little bit shorter passing, and of course time waste. Can we get another one just to really wrap it up and secure the 3 points? Walters again into Bennett. Oh, lovely little back heel. Oh, how was he? What? He wasn't offside. Go for it earlier, ref. Oh, okay, yeah, it was miles offside. That little cheeky back heel from Bennett, though, that's what we were all watching. We didn't see the movement, but that's fine. We'll take that. That was an offside. We will accept that. 87 minutes played. Oh, dangerous free kick, and we do not like dangerous free kicks. We haven't seen Day tested yet, to be fair. Is he going to be a Jack Davies 2.0 and be absolutely awful at free kicks? We don't know as yet. 5 minutes of additional time here. Broadbent into Divide. Oh, Walters again with a chance. Oh, he's almost absolutely curled that like a peach. Oh, it comes off the post. We've got a serious player on our hands in Walters, I think. He's been all over it this game. Wait, into Walters again. Lovely little change of pace and direction to bring it back. Sinclair, Haynes. Into Walker. Divide. Ah, oh, he's hit the post again. Walters into Broadbent. Divide. Oh, coming in from behind. Really? Do you have to do that in that minute of the game? Wait. Tries a cheeky ball over. Smart, the diving header. Clears it out for the throw, but that should be it. It is. And the Newport County fans go wild. 2 wins back-to-back for the new manager. 6 points on the board. 6 from a possible 6. Outstretched arms. Well done, lads. That was a good win for us. We now switch our attention to tournament football because we have got the FA Trophy next, but that win has propelled us up to 13th. And if you remember rightly, we took over and they were sitting in 17th. So far, so good. We're only 5 points away from the playoff position. Now, obviously, it's still very early in the season. We're only 24 games in. McGavin's injured for 4 weeks to 2 months. That's not what we want. That's really not what we want, but we're going to leave him to the physio. We don't want to give him the injection. We don't really have to worry about the trophy too much. If we go out, we go out. He's a little jaded, can do with a rest. Everyone could do with a rest, to be honest with you. The whole squad is knackered. You were superb in front of goal. Keep it up. If there's anyone out there watching who is a big Ipswich Town fan, I think you'll all recognise this name. I know I definitely do, as I've been to a few Ipswich Town games myself. Luke Chambers is actually our assistant manager of our under-18s. Didn't actually realise that when I first joined the club. It's just popped up that he signed a new contract. So that must have been something that was already in the works before I took over. But it's nice to see an experienced player at our under-18 level. Hopefully he can sort of bring that team on and share his experiences on and off the pitch with them to sort of get the best out of them to perform for us in our senior team. The other good thing that I quite like about this is we're actually a professional unit this time instead of semi-professional. So we have a lot more training opportunities, which means a lot more work on the tactics, which is something that I absolutely love considering we've come into this team late and we really need to get as much fluidity into our game and match tactics as much as possible. Instead of them having a little bit of a rest, we are going to put that there, and what we'll do is we'll give them almost the Friday off so they can have a good old rest. Friday morning, Friday afternoon, then Friday evening we'll come in, have a match preview ready for the game against Barnet. One other thing that I did notice whilst I was looking around off camera, Swansea are actually our senior affiliate. It might be worth us obviously actually having a look and seeing what players that they've got available to loan. I will have a look at that off camera. This is the only annoying thing, because I've got a technical director, he's signing coaches and putting in positions that really I've got no say in who they've brought in. They've brought in this guy as a fitness coach, and he's only got 4 fitness. Why are you working with youngsters? Yeah, fair enough, he's got 11. He's coming in as our under-18s fitness coach, but fitness of 4, we can do better than that with the league that we're in. We're asking for recommended signings anyway. We'll make the most of it. But that's the only thing that's going to annoy me. If they're going to start bringing coaches in when really we want to be having the full say of who we've got. See that the players are buying into our way of training and what we're looking at doing. Average rating on the training is a 7.59. Not a single player has performed bad in training over the last week or so. That's good to see. It shows that they're buying into us as a new manager and buying into the system, the style that we want to bring in and implement into the squad. So I'm happy with that overall. Fitness test. Collins is now fit, so it looks like he can actually play completely. Walker remains some way short of full fitness and it should be monitored, but it looks like he's at least got rid of his injury. So let's have a look here. We will probably make a few changes. Obviously McGavin's going to definitely have to be made a change. So we'll bring Broadbent on McGavin, and I think what we'll do is we'll just rotate a little bit more just to keep it fresh. Obviously we're playing in the trophy. Made a couple of changes here and there, but not too many. We want to still obviously keep the players, getting them links and getting the fluidity of what we want to play and how we want to play it. So here we go. It's a little bit of a change up from the league action that we've had in the last 2 games. We have got a game in the English FA Trophy against Barnet. Let's hope we can keep the momentum going into the game and just really keep it flowing. We want the good times rolling. We want to be banging them points in. We want to be going through on the competitions. The more wins we can get on the board at this very start of our managerial career here, the more everyone will be on song. We're going to go point assertively. We're doing well and we're on a good run. So let's keep it going, shall we? Everyone seems composed. No real reaction from the team talk there, which is a little bit disappointing. But of course, it is early days. We are playing at home. For some reason, though, we're playing our away kit, even though there would not be a kit clash with the white kit that Barnet are playing in. But anyway, we will see what we can do. The rain's falling, which, again, can be a good omen for us. It was in the past. Will it be this time round? Who knows? Early highlights here for Barnet. On the attack, Haynes does well. Doesn't give away the corner or the free kick. However, they play it back. Defender does well to get his body in the way and block off the shot for the corner. Ball gets played across goal from the corner. Fortunately for us, it does get dealt with, but they are in again, and Flanagan has put the ball into the back of the net. Where are Barnet? I didn't actually check where they are in the league. Are they ahead of us? We were dibbed as favourites in the match preview and on the odds, and we know what happens when we're dibbed as favourites. We normally go out to then a crushing defeat, but let's hope we can turn this around. 3 minutes in. Realistically, the FA Trophy, if we go out, it's less games to worry about, and with the fixture congestion that we have anyway, it might just be worth us just bowing out in this competition and say thank you very much. It's not really going to be where the money is. The FA Cup, if anything's where more of the money is going to be. If we can go further, maybe 1 or 2 rounds in that. We've got Charlton away, don't forget, so that'll be tough anyway. But the less games that we've got to play, we can focus solely on the league. 20 minutes play, we're just going to encourage the boys. All into Butler. Wait to Bright. Sinclair. Lovely ball for Collins. Oh, he's tucked it away nicely. Let the keeper dive. Absolutely tricked him. Got the keeper to dive early and then just tucked it round him. Let's have a look at that again. Lovely ball from Sinclair here to set up Collins, to be fair. Brilliantly weighted ball. Look, the goalkeeper dives. He thinks he's going to take the shot early, takes an extra touch and then just slots it past him and celebrates in front of the Barnet fans. We've actually got fans behind the goal for a change. Corner here from us. Wait with the delivery in. Of course, we don't do nothing with it. Back to the corner taker. Ooh, Dimitrov was very close there with the header. 31 minutes played. I've just encouraged the lads. Game is finely balanced. A little bit disappointing. 5 shots, 1 on target. Highlight here for them. Oh, Broadbent does well to step in and just win that possession. Wait with a lovely ball into Bright. Oh, he's hit the crossbar. The goal was gaping. All you had to do was just put it anywhere but there. Thrown for us. What can we do with it? Just on the stroke of half time here. Haynes, is he going to be able to get his ball back in? He is. ref's letting it play on. Bright's there. Ah, the ball goes straight into the goalkeeper's hands, unfortunately, and that is half-time. Let's get the boys into the dressing room and let's see what we can do. Let's pump our fists to encourage them a little bit more. I'm proud of everyone's effort so far. Keep it going and we can win this. Again, they're just not responding. They just don't care. They clearly just don't care about the trophy. They're obviously not bothered about the FA trophy because they just do not want to react to anything that we're saying. Highlight here. All over the top. Tried to get into Bright but couldn't. Opposition win the ball back. Just playing it around between themselves. Back to the goalkeeper. Slow build-up play here from the opposition. Are they going to make it count? Get the ball back in behind. Luckily we didn't give away a penalty there. Just passing it around us. But it's fine. They can have the possession in these sort of areas. We don't mind. It's when they get in that final third, that we react. But we don't react like that. How was arguably the smallest man on the pitch out-jumped my left back? Look at the highlight here. It's literally a David and Goliath moment. Comes in. Oh, we jumped far too early. And how he's got the power on that to beat the goalkeeper for it to go in the top corner, I don't know. But just disappointing. How are we getting beaten there? Right, let's demand more from the boys. Like we said earlier, it's not disappointing if we go out of the FA trophy, but really, as many wins as we can pick up on the bounce as we've just taken over the job, the better, because it gets everyone to buy into us that a little bit more. 60 minutes played. No additional highlights as yet. We've only had one shot on target again. That's something that we need to work on. Chance conversion and chance creation. Wait with the corner. Plays it in. Butler picks up the loose ball. Williams just absolutely skies that over the crossbar. Absolutely poor ball from him. We're going to bring on Tavide. We're going to bring him on as a centre attacking midfielder. But what we may do is play him as a shadow. No. We won't do that. Advanced playmaker, but we're playing him in an attacking role instead. Shadow striker is going to leave us a little bit too open. Collins, should we bring Collins off as well? Yeah, we'll bring Collins off and we'll bring on Isgrove. Just bring on some of the bigger guns to see what they can do. 80 minutes played. We've been absolutely dominating the possession again. 60% to their 40%, but we've just not been clinical enough. Only 2 shots on target now. Really not been good enough from our team this afternoon, unfortunately. Dangerous throw in here for us. Thomas, why are you playing it all the way back? We recycle it well. They could have fallen to anyone but the fullback. We know he's not good at shooting. Just lay it off next time. 92 minutes played. This is probably going to be the last highlight that we see. Can we get back into the game in the last minute of the game? Tavide, Sinclair, into Bright. Ref! He's just absolutely pushed him over. Isgrove, into Bright. Isgrove, Tavide! His name could have been in lights to bring us back into the game. But he's just put that straight at the goalkeeper. Either side, and that was a goal. They're on the attack here, but luckily Day deals with it. But that's full time. Our first defeat at Newport County. It's disappointing, I'm not going to lie. That is a disappointing result. Hands in pockets. I'm disappointed. We should have won that match based on the chances that we created. Really, that's probably not the worst thing to have said because we didn't actually create hardly anything if you looked at the results. But absolutely shocking. Just out of interest, where are Barnet? Let's have a look here. Have we been absolutely humiliated? They're also in the National League, so to be fair, they're doing slightly better us in the league as well. We should have done better, but it is what it is, and it means that we won't have to worry too much about the fixture congestion. I did scout a few of the Llangefni players just to see what their type of standard would look like in the National League. And as we can see, Rowan Davies was one of our best centre-backs in the club, being almost 4.5 star. He's absolutely terrible compared to Vanarama levels. So we won't be signing any ex-Llangefni players. And I know that might disappoint some of you. You might want me to bring Heisman. You might have wanted me to bring Goodridge. But they're not going to be good enough. And I'm not just going to bring a token player across just for the sake of it. Especially when we haven't got any wage budget to play with anyway. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please leave a like if you haven't already and subscribe if you're new around here. Of course, you may have seen the Newport County logo and thought, do you know what, I'll check that out. It's more of a club that I'm familiar with. But don't forget to go check out the rest of the series that brought us here. You may have heard me referring to Llangefni and thinking, oh, what is he talking about? Well, go check out the other series. They've got a good amount of content there that shows us how we got to this stage of our career so far. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.